challenge, the pain, the gain, and the potential of doing business in southeastern Nigeria, the Biafran land. ECOC, growing the economy of the southeast. Think home.
Hello viewers, this is BVI Channel 1. You're welcome again on this week's edition, ECOC, Economy of the Southeast, where we'll talk about the economic life of southeastern Nigeria. By extension, the Biafran land. And I have with me the village economist right here on the seat again. You know, last week we talked about Islamic banking and the funding and the rest of them. A lot of people really reacted to that and they agree with what you said and the discussion last week. And today we are talking about the major reason why Igbo have refused to invest in Igboland. Why is it that it is very difficult to encourage an Igbo man or to advise an Igbo man to come back to his homeland and invest? So we are looking into that. We are looking at the internal and external factors that contributes to this position. So let's take it on because we have very little time.
Yeah, Chindo, thank you. To an average Igbo man, you know, they want to come home to invest. Nobody likes going to Abuja or to Lagos to invest. It is public policies that will bring people home. Yes, it's good for us to just sit back here every now and then and talk about Aku Luo Uno. Never bring your wealth home, you know, invest 10% home. But let me say it here, you know, it's one thing to say and advise our people to come in. It is another thing in practical terms for people to actually come home to invest.
All right.
Now, having said that, this coming Christmas, a lot of people will come back home. You know, I've done it before. During Christmas, I spent my Xmas in Lagos, and it was then I confirmed that the owners of Lagos State are the Igbo. That the Igbos are the key stakeholders in Lagos.
Because once it's that Christmas, once they leave everywhere.
I want to categorically say that I was in Lagos one Christmas celebration, and I was able to drive around the key major streets and roads in Lagos.
That's a single hold up.
It was like, wow, is this Lagos? I know my viewers.
It became a good city.
I know I have a lot of followers in Lagos, people watching us on this program. They can confirm this Christmas 2019. And then I told myself, what is happening?
The same is, excuse me, sorry to cut you short, the same is happening in Abuja.
Yeah.
Because I've been there.
No, of course.
The same is happening in Kano. In the far away Meduguri and Sokoto, if you go to that place during Christmas, it becomes a ghost city because a people has returned home. Then if you come here during Christmas, that is, you cannot pass anywhere.
See, Chinedu, you know, I just don't know. I feel so bad about the situation, and because of the passion I have for my people, the Igbo people and the Biafran people, I've always wanted an opportunity as the village economist to be given an opportunity to serve the interests of my people. Because being in public office is
about service
to the people, and you serve people from your heart, passion. It is not all about money. Everything is not monetary. Everything must not be monetized. Why I'm saying this is that it is one thing, like I said, for us to sit back here and advise our people to come back home to invest. It is another thing in practical terms to see our people actually coming home. Then I mentioned about Lagos, the situation I met in Lagos a few years ago when I spent my Christmas in Lagos. There are 25th and 26th. Before that period, it was like, wow, this is not Lagos. And I asked myself, based on my experience and my monetary background, I asked myself, why is this thing? What is major attraction? Why do people have to go back to the east after Christmas celebration? They move back. Chinedu, I know majority of our people are from this part of the world. Let me give you a simple illustration. It is just like okoko. You know what is okoko?
Ebasali oka.
Ebasali oka like this. Wow. They will come. You drop another one. They will keep on coming until they come close to you. That is exactly what the white men have done to us, which the West, the Yorubas, and of course the Nigeria, the Caliphates, have also learned from them. And I do not think that our own political people here,
political class here,
people who of course determine our economic, political, and the cultural fate here, you know, I don't think they have taken notice of this, and that is why this platform is quite and too important to our people.
Exactly.
For our people to understand, begin to understand what and why and how certain things.
The games that have been conspired against.
Yes, because if you understand, it's only when your eyes are open that you begin to think or imagine, why is this like this? So like I said, I use the okoko illustration, you know, once you drop the oka, that's maize, small maize, they will keep on coming close. That was exactly what they did. Now you ask the question, how did they do it? I said, public policy. One of them is access to funding. Access to funding. Is it too technical for you to understand that in Ali Igbo here, it's quite difficult for you to borrow money from commercial banks?
Extremely difficult.
Last week, we discussed about Islamic and the Christian microfinancing model. But today, I am looking at the first consideration is access to fund. That's number one. Number two, the cost of fund. One thing is for you to have access to fund. Another one, at what cost are you getting that fund? This is the major reason why so many investors are not coming here. For you to relocate your business here, you need a lot of money. And even at the point of relocation, you have started trading. You open all your shop, you know. From morning till night like this, you keep on waiting for people to come. People are not coming. So, what is the volume of money in circulation here? What is the factors that determine the money in circulation in a given period of time? It is the credit system, the banking system. It is not about the government business. Government business is one of them, but between the public sector and the private sector, the engine room of the economy is powered by the private sector activities. I mean the ordinary businessman, the households, the people who do business every day, and then the public sector, I mean the government. Now the situation now is that the public sector has failed us. The public sector has failed us to the extent that they do not have this kind of passion. I mean the players in the public sector. Let's understand ourselves.
Yeah.
When I say public sector, I mean the government. And when I say they have failed us, I mean the players playing in that public sector. They have failed us to the extent that they go in there to accumulate wealth not needed. And outside accumulation, they go in there to pursue their private interest, not public interest. When you talk about the public sector, you talk about the public interest. And public interest is to make the people happy, to give back to the society, to provide policies and laws that will make the people live long. If when we do wake up like this, instead of people dying at 50, they will
at least extend to 70.
Yeah, that is one of the indicators of good and quality. Of course, when you talk about GDP or economic growth, one of them is long lifespan.
Yeah.
You know, the better, the longer it is, the more viable the economy is. Having said that, I said the kind of system we have here, I mean the public sector, is such that the players in there have moved from their comfort zone of private sector, that's the business, the importers you have, and the investor, the businessmen you have, they have left their comfort zone, you know, and migrate to the public sector with the same mindset of profit maximization. I mean making money. So once they go to government offices, they do not see it as service, that they are going there to serve the people. What they are seeing is that they are going there to press calculator and make more money for themselves. I think that is what is bothering and what has taken our people away from Igboland. Because the people you have there are not thinking of the best way of creating an enabling environment that will get our people back home. Chile, I know you asked me that question. What is the enabling environment? How do we create it?
Yes.
How do we create it? How we create it is that once you have government, somebody in government that is not business minded, he doesn't have, what he has is that I have come to the office to serve my people. And then he doesn't think every other thing will begin to come together. Once you have that kind of man, I have come to the office to serve. I am not your master, I am your servant. Just say it, and every other thing will begin to fall in line. It's public policy. One of them is creating an environment such that the private businessmen will have enough money in their pockets. I can go beyond that to tell you how to create money. If there is a land asset here, and an inland here, and the process of issuance of CFO is automated, such that giving you CFO, your title document will cost less than 100,000. So many people will process that. And once they process that, they can use it to go to the banks and borrow money.
As security. Yeah.
As security. You know, once you have your CFO in that property you have in, or where you are living in housing, or what have you, you can use it. You are looking for 1 million naira. Now you use that 1 million naira and approach Bank A, like Access Bank. They will give you loan. If they give you loan, is that money, you now have purchasing power. When you have cash at hand, your purchasing power has increased. It means the next thing is you want to go to the market to buy. The person selling market will have an available demand. And then supply and demand will be of the increase. If you have demand, the supply will also be increased. That will encourage production to be going on. So that is the disconnect we have here. For that single public policy of automating the process of issuance of CFO, so that people can easily, at affordable rates, have access to that and use it to go to the bank to borrow money. Beyond that, what you have here is people begging their brothers and sisters to give them money or send money from Obodo Igbo.
And talking about this issue of land.
Yes.
The cost of land here is overbearing. In Igbo here is breaking banks. You have to break bank in order to afford one piece of land. Just one plot of land here, they are calling millions of naira. And it has affected some businesses that needed a land space to set up. If you check the cost of setting up a business in Igboland, it's very high. Like agriculture, if you go to western Nigeria or even the northern Nigeria, you see acres of land being given at the unimaginable price that is very low. Anyone can afford it. And talking about Ebasalo or
yes.
Why is it that it is difficult for our own government, Ebasalo, to come back home? Because when you have our people, Ebasalo, they are now carrying all their money and investing in Lagos. Now, they will all come back for Christmas, and at the end of the day, they will go back to Lagos to contribute to the economy of those places, to Abuja, to Kano, to Meduguri. Here will become a no man's land again. I have followed you see that the people that are coming in are even much than the people that are living here in Igboland.
Let me explain to you why you ask a simple question. Why is it that people in government, the people you nominated or selected or
the people that selected themselves,
or whatever you say, but they are representing you, yes or no, whether you believe it or not. The people representing you there, why is it that they cannot Basalo or Koga to come back home? You know why? Because they have gone there not to serve you, but to serve their interest. Now, an average person in government, I see them, I live with them, they are not thinking about you. They have seen that window, that opportunity, as a place to go and make money. Just go there and make money. And even your friends will tell you, bro, this is an opportunity for you. Your village people will be sending
they will be going for Thanksgiving on your behalf.
Oh no, churches will be following you here and there. That is you have arrived. You won an election, you call party everywhere celebrating it. So, Chinedu, you should understand the motive behind going to government to serve and being in your business. They are two different things altogether. So until we use this platform and other platforms to get this message right, for our people to begin to appreciate and understand the reason why they are going there to serve. You are going there to serve the interest of the people. Right now, the people who have there are not serving anybody, but rather they are competing with me and you in private business. Somebody has a government platform like like this kind of media settings, you know. You go there to do advert. He will charge you fees, include the VAT, even before you have 7.5 increment. They have already increased it to 10%. These are the people that are serving you from your taxpayers' money. But instead of intervening in economic activities by moderating the market prices, government actually moderate the market prices by giving the people the same service a private businessman will give. By so doing, you force the businessman to moderate the price.
Control the market price.
But right now, what you now see is where the government is more services are more expensive than the one being given by the private man. So the people you have in government, I want people to be clear on this part, and I want some of them serving in state and federal government to engage me on these debates on why the interests are serving. The people you have there serving in government are so disconnected from the people that they don't even understand the meaning of service to the people. They don't even understand what the meaning of welfare maximization. They don't even understand that people have to be happy for them to make profit. So that is why the principle of Igbos is not happening. Because any person you see in the government today sees it as an opportunity to make his money. So he's not thinking about you coming back. He's even seeing you that, oh, you want to come back and start competing with me. I beg, stay there in Lagos and be doing
I think now we've identified these problems and many more. If we start talking about the problems, it is like here, Ethiopia, see here, Jerusalem. It's like journeying with on foot from here to Jerusalem. Now, let us hit on the solution quickly because we have less than 5 minutes to wrap up. Now, what will Igbo do? The Igbo people all over the world listening and watching, both those ones in diaspora, even those ones that are in Nigerian diaspora, because once you are outside Igboland, to me, you are in diaspora.
Yeah.
Good. Now, all the Igbos that are in diaspora, all the Igbos that are not residing in Igboland that are watching, what solution do you prefer to them? Is there any hope? What will the people, because it seems that the people are not angry enough to do the right thing, but sometimes they are angry, but they don't know what to do. Now, where and how can they channel their anger in order to make Igboland economically viable for investment?
There is a solution starts from us, me and you, for us to first know that we be the government, the people. First, we have to understand that. Secondly, we have to understand that all hope is not lost. No.
Okay.
We also have to understand that there are people here who upon all odds against us, but there are people here who are still succeeding. You know, what we have said is how quite frustrating it is to do business here, and we have taken our time to demonstrate those factors that have scared people out of alive. But that is not to say that it's not possible for people to still come down here and still make money. There are opportunities here, of course. As you know, if you see come money in me, you see the Madika. It's all about Budika. You know, and the Dika are raised to crowd. I said, no, you're on Nigerian Lagos, so Lagos. Like it, people ask me, I know they go. I want to remain here and die here. Man, here, we must fight and die together. So the message to our people is that we face now things are quite difficult. Doing business here is quite frustrating because of some of should I use the criminally minded people in public sector that is using that platform to extort the people that they should be serving. Yes, it's happening, but notwithstanding, we have acknowledged the fact that now we be the people. Any day we'll stand up to be counted and say the power belongs to the people. Those people will wake up. But for now, there is hope because our land is blessed. We are living in a blessed land, and there is nothing like home. There is nothing like home. You know, we feel like, you know, I don't know how I feel. Things are quite difficult, frustrating, yes, but my dear brothers and sisters out there, opportunities abound here. Even when we said no funding, there is no fund. Get to our location, you see Isusu, people contribute money, 5,000 naira in order to make it up. Instead of depending on bank or depending on government, they still do Isusu contribution and still build up that capital to begin to invest. The experience we've garnered or cornered in the last few weeks when we are trying to raise funds. We think not outside the box, but within the box. The box is not existing
at all.
So the message I have to the people, if you can see me, I'm quite healthy, bubbling, in the
midst of this turbulence,
I have not
situation.
given up,
Yes.
So if I can do it, my dear beautiful people out there, you too can even do better than me.
Yeah.
If you are convinced that now it's me and you that will build our land, not only outsiders, not to federal government, nobody else, but we will fight together.
Thank you.
This is our land.
Thank you so much. It's been a very wonderful pleasure being with you.
Yeah.
This is BVI Economy of the Southeast. The brilliant economists have done justice.
I'm proud.
Once again. And this morning I made a post on my timeline. I said that at times, sometimes I feel like giving up.
Yeah, give it up.
But when we look at where we've come so far,
way.
now we say there is only one way. Forward.
You can't go back.
So that is it. That is where we're wrapping it up on today's Economy of the Southeast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those of you who have been liking our programs. Please keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep clicking on that button, and invite other people to also click on that button, because right here, what you're getting here, you can't get it no other place. We are the voice of the people. Here is the last stand for the voice of the people to be heard, and we'll continue to ensure that, to give our people a platform to renew our mind, to change our consciousness and provoke action that will change our lives for good. That is what we're doing here, and we're wrapping it up on this note. We say keep in touch with us next week, every Friday on Economy of the Southeast, exclusively on BVI Channel 1. Stay blessed and stay safe. Goodbye.